What is up, everybody? It's your boy Ausareone, aka Smack DBOso, aka Osari DBIC, D $1 million boy. And if you see me walking down the street, bro, cut through one of the alleys, cross to the other side, run. Don't look me straight in the eyes. That's just like approaching a fucking stray dog in the Bronx, my boy. I'm smacking koofies all year round, man. The top shotters are back. And guess what? I kick ass like Chuck Norris. How? And this is my first YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. And I know a lot of people say, yo, just get to the fucking point. Just get to the fucking point. I'm going to get to the fucking point, man. I'm going to get to the point. But this is my introduction to you guys. You got me? So I got to let y'all know who I am. Maybe my future videos, I'm not going to do the whole introduction. I'll do it at the end or whatever. Some people enjoy that shit. They watch a whole video just to watch a motherfucking introduction and shit. That's cool. I mean, I've done it. I used to watch the Bodega Boys just to like watch their introductions and shit. That shit used to get me wavy. I just like listening to the every introduction they used to get in. They get splash from 40 feet, whatever. But this is my YouTube channel. I'll be talking about hip hop, politics, society, shit I see on social media. I mean, ain't no telling. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak on a broad amount of topics. I'm not trying to like edit this shit and make it look like it's what's edited down. I'm just speaking piece by piece, so I'm gonna try to like speak cohesively. But let's just get into it. And it's something that I see all the time and shit. Let me light a cigarette for this, man. Like everybody wants to be gangster. Like everybody wants to be a gangster, like a thug, or however you describe it, like gangsters. Like it's like why? Why would you want to be a gangster, bro? Like I don't understand. There's people who are referred to as gangsters, and they're just like, yo, nah, I'm not really trying to do this for the rest of my life. I see people 40 years old, like, it's like, bro, you still haven't gotten over it. Like, you just getting into this. Like, you want to be a gangster, bro. I mean, and it's cool. When I was younger, like, I mean, I wanted to be a gangster. Not really. I ain't really want to be a gangster. I did ridiculous things because I was broke. I was broke, bro. And so I had no choice but to sell drugs. I had no choice but to like go steal things. Few times, like not with a weapon, but few times I ran up on people, like snatched they shit. Like you got me. I didn't enjoy that shit. That shit wasn't funny. Like you got me. No part of that shit did I enjoy. Like having to like steal from people and just run up and snatch their shit or strong arm 'em. And I'm a small person. Like you got me. I'll do this with like a group of people. Like I'm like 5'8". You got me. I'm a small guy. Like you got me. But like with like a group of people, like 4 or 5 of us, like one person, bro. Like we strong arming you. You gonna give it up. Like it's 4 of us and one of you, 3 of us, one of you, 2 of us, one of you. You really like out. Like if it was me in the shoes in those shoes, like it's 2 people. I might try my luck fighting 2 people. There you got me. But that shit ain't cool, man. No part of that shit is cool. When I was growing up, I wanted to like Like I graduated high school, did some college shit. Like you got me, but like I did that when I graduated high school at my regular time, but the college shit I did years after I graduated high school. I tried. Like you got me. It just put me in debt. Like it's not a good idea. Like do it if you're in high school right now listening to this. Finish school, go to college. I know it sounds dumb and shit, but like you don't need it for say, but not everybody's gonna be a millionaire, man. And for a lot of us, a lot of people are gonna be broke, broke, broke. I'm talking about you don't have anything in your fridge, broke. I'm talking about doing the things that I just spoke about, like robbing, stealing, selling drugs, ga- doing gambling. Like a lot of people have to resort to that. You got me? It's because a lot of people make bad choices. Going to school is free in the United States. You know, other countries you have to pay to go to school. Not everybody goes to school. They keep a lot of the other places, a lot of other countries, like you have to pay to go to school. It's not a public school. You have to pay. So a lot of the people in those communities in those countries are ignorant. You know what I mean? And even like those type of people, they take advantage of this system. They escape their country, come here and take advantage that the fact that school is free, and they're supposed to be ignorant because they didn't have no schooling in their country, right? But really, like the ignorance of like people take shit for granted. Like the fact that school is free, man. Go learn how to count. Go learn how to read. I'm at this age now where I meet people my age. They don't know how to fucking do simple ass math, like multiplication. They be looking at me, they're like, oh, you're mad smart. I'm really not that smart. That's just multiplication, bro. You get me? And it's like, that shit wild, man. Like, them being a gangster, like, nowadays, people don't use these. People don't use their fists. Like, you get me? They don't not use their fists. They got guns. They got blickies with switches and shit. They ready to blast something, bro. They ready to blast something for real. They ready to blast something. They is not ready to fight. When I grew up, like we had physical education, like you got me, and from physical education, like I was like, oh wow, like my friends would be like, yo, we going to boxing, like I know how to throw hands, like you got me. I know a little bit of like martial arts and shit, like you got me. I learned that when I was a child, like I'd rather throw hands. I'm like, you don't come back from killing somebody, bro. Neither one, the shooter and the person that got shot, don't come back. The shooter gonna get life in jail. Might as well kick the bucket, man. Forget about that guy, cause he ain't coming back out. You know what I mean? Forget about him. And then the person that got shot just never comes back. And then it's like the shooter's family's in pain. The person who dies family's in pain. It's crazy, man. You don't come back from that. And I see a lot of people, they hustle backwards. They use their own drugs. Like when people sell drugs, they use their own drugs. If back in the day, I don't really want to put myself in a situation where I got myself in trouble on my first video. But like a lot of people, they use their own drugs or just give it to women and stuff for pleasure. And it's like if I was a hustler now, I'll make enough to like open a business and then just cut it out before the police come because they gonna run down. I heard this statistic. I was listening to I think Vlad. He said for 1 year of you balling out selling drugs, you get 5. So let's say you do 5 years of balling out. That's 25 years in jail. You got me? So if you could do it for like a few months, make like 20, 30, bro, go buy something. Don't buy no necklaces or no dumb shit, earrings and all this wild shit. Go buy something that'll make you money. Don't sell drugs like at all. Like that shit ain't cool, man. That shit is not cool. You're always looking over your back. Either the police is coming or some stick up kids is coming. Like it's not like a good idea to sell drugs, bro. Cause even with weed, like people will rob you for weed, and that shit, that's the one that makes the least money. Like now, imagine you selling cocaine or crack cocaine or heroin or shit, you name it. And then not even that, there's people out here selling fentanyl. Like, bro, why? You know this is gonna kill people. So now you're not only selling drugs, you're selling a drug that can not possibly, but most likely will kill a person if they take too much of it. Now you're connected to it. Selling drugs, murders. Man, it's like you get nothing out of being a gangster, but everybody wants to be a gangster. Everybody wants to be. See, for me, I'm a man. Like, I'm a real man. I speak my truth. Like, you get me? So, did I do some of that shit in the past? Yeah, I did. I sold drugs, mugged people, and all this wild, dumb shit when I was a youngster. Like, you get me? But at the same time, I was homeless. And shit, I didn't have nowhere to go. It was by my own choice. It wasn't because my mom or everybody just gave up on me. It was my own choice. After I graduated high school, I just said, F it. Like, I'm going to just go off and do this. You get me? But that shit wasn't cool. It was painful. It was a lonely feeling. It was a real lonely feeling. You got me? And I wouldn't suggest anybody go through that because you think because you gangster and you got a group of people and you think they're loyal to you and they respect you and they love you. They really don't, man. Because just watch the movie Paid in Full. How I forget the names in the movie, but in real life, Alpo killed Rich Porter. Like, you get me? And that was supposed to be his loyal ass friend. It's a lonely feeling. You're always looking over your back. Nobody really wants you for who you are. Like, women don't want you for who you are. They want you for the money that you got in your pocket. Your homies don't like. You get me? They just cool with you because you could get them women. You could get them drugs to give to those women and give to themselves and make them money. The minute that they see that they could take advantage of you, they will do it. You get nothing out of it, man. Nothing out of being a gangster, but everybody wants to do it, man. It's crazy. And social media amplifies this shit. It's like everything is like this person overdosed on this or that and there's people they'll be on there self snitching on themselves, showing what drugs they selling, seeking attention. And sometimes people be scamming too on top of that on social media. That's just crazy. And this all connects within itself. Like social media is not real. It's not a place. Social media lives in wires, bro. You can't go in them wires. That's not a real place. People get into problems over stuff on social media. Like it's like, bro, the really big like the one that bothers me the most is the scammers. Like, bro, you can't just have a legit business. Like, you gotta scam people out of money. Like, but then again, I was speaking about how, but I was hungry, bro. Like, I was hungry. I didn't have nowhere to go. I needed money to sleep somewhere because I got tired of sleeping in on the park bench when nobody would let me go sleep on their floor or whatever. Or nobody will open the door because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to be outside all night. You got me? But scammers, it's like there's people that scam, and it's like, bro, you know, you could just get a job. You don't have to do this. At the time, I couldn't get a job. I didn't even have a social security card. I didn't have my birth certificate. I lost that shit somewhere. You get me? From being gangster, I lost all of like who I was. Like literally, the paperwork to prove who I was to get a job, I couldn't do it because I lost all of that. I lost myself somewhere through being gangster. Like, you got me? Then all this shit gets amplified through social media, all the political shit too. Oh, no vax, Republicans versus Democrat, or is it we the people versus the government? Which one is it? Like, choose. It's all wrong because really, what we all should be doing is living cohesively. Living and working together to make life better for everybody, not just for one person. Because there's no reason why one guy has $250 billion. You know how much it takes a person that works a 9 to 5 in 20 years to make $1 million? They'll have to make in revenue money that they could keep in a bank and say, like, after I paid all my bills, after I paid for this and after I paid for that, I paid for everything, my house is paid for it and everything, they'll have to make 22,000 something. Not 22,000, I'm bugging. Like almost $46,000. I'm bugging. I said 22 years. They have to make, like, let me do the math for y'all in case. So I'm gonna divide 1 million. I'm gonna show y'all on my other phone. Shit, cause I'm recording off one. I'm gonna show y'all on my other phone. Hold on. As soon as I pull it up. Calculator. So let me see. So if I do 1 million, siete zeros, divided by 20 in 20 years, you'll have to make $50,000 in revenue. Money that you could say after I paid for all my stuff, I got 50,000, and you have to make 50,000 for 20 years to make $1 million. And that's if you get paid good money. That's if you get paid really good money. Most people's the average salary in the United States is like 28,000. How long you think it'll take that person? It'll take them like 1,000 years to make $1 million. There's people with $50 billion out here. 50 billion, 250 billion, 125 billion, a billion by itself, bro. You could take care of your whole family for the rest of your natural born life and still have money to leave to your kids. And if you put it in a trust and it gains interest and shit. But this is shit that people don't talk about because people want to be on Facebook arguing. People want to be on Facebook scamming, self-snitching on themselves, trying to be extra gangster. You got me? People want to be arguing about politics. Should I get the vaccine or not get the vaccine? I got vaccinated. A lot of people that I know got vaccinated. Yeah, some of them got COVID. But guess what? That shit was like a regular cold, man. It was just mild. Some people, yeah, like maybe, yeah, you got vaccinated, but you didn't die, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got me. And I don't got any research on this. You can look it up. I mean, go get vaccinated and you'll find out what I'm saying. My drill sergeant still stays at attention. You got me? You got me? Like, my drill sergeant still stays at attention. Like, so, like, I don't see the argument with, like, and it's just like, yo, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But don't try to convince other people otherwise because they're ignorant to the fact. You got me? It's all subjective. Like, don't try to convince other people not to get it because, oh no, they're putting a micro. Like, come on, bro. Like, they don't need a microchip. They do not need to put a microchip in you, bro. Like you got a social security number. If you don't want to be traced in any way, shape, or form by the United States government, leave the United States, denounce your citizenship, and fly somewhere else, give them your social security card and everything, and be like, peace, I'm out. Other than that, they send you mail, right? What you think? Like, dude, you get mail. like they could find you. They don't need to put a microchip in a vaccine for none of that. They're not trying to sterilize us. They need more of us so they can make more money. Like, you got me? Because that's how it works. Because if I got a gas station and I only sell gas to 5 people, that makes no sense. I want more people to come to my gas station. That means I want more people in my area. Like, their objective is not to, like, depopulize anything. Like, it's like, y'all bugging. Like, why would you think, like, bro, we need an army. We need people to join the army to protect us from other atrocious countries, like countries I won't mention and stuff, but like we need an army to protect us, to protect the water around us, the land that we stand on. You get me? It's crazy. Everybody's like divided, Republican, Democrat. Like, does it matter? Does it really matter if they're Republican or Democrat? Because if I go vote, I'm voting for the person who's making more sense, the person who's telling me I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. You get me? But then all of a sudden, people want to, no, he's a liar. He's not gonna do it. How do you know that if you never voted for him? Because everybody wants to be in a group, Republican, Democrat, eh, certain groups I'm not gonna mention. Like, you get me? But everybody wants to be in a group and stuff. And it's like, bro, how about you just have some common sense, listen to the logic that these people are speaking, and make the right choice and vote for the right people? Like, why does it have to be Republican or Democrat? Why don't you just vote for the person with the most logical sense? You got me? Like, you voted every time you voted, maybe every time you voted for the past 20 years, a Republican had the most logic to you. Go ahead, vote for the Republican. But sometimes they don't have any logic, and I'm gonna mention my man's, like the 6 foot tall Oompa Loompa. Like, bro, like he ain't have no logic. I ain't voting for this guy, bro. Like, he over here saying wild shit. Like, I don't want the president to go to another country and tell the president of Iran. Let's say he meets up with the president of Iran to make a deal. He tells the president of Iran, like, yo, your breath stink. Now that dude's looking like, all right, now this dude offended me. Do him like George Bush, throw a shoe at him. Like, you get me? Fuck the shoe. You know what other stuff they could throw at you, bro? At us? Because this this loser right here decided to want to talk all crazy, bro. Nah, I'm not voting for that dude. He got no logic. He got no common sense. At the end of the day, we the people, we're the sovereign people of the United States. We vote these people to represent us. If you really want to be represented by some lunatic who constantly lies, that's cool. Go ahead. Be represented by them. But guess what? A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't want to be represented by anybody like that. I don't want to be represented by a liar and somebody who thinks they better than everybody. I'm gonna let it go right there, man. Once again, it's your boy Ausareone, aka Smack DBO, aka Osari DBIC, the $1 million boy. And if you see me walking on the street, cross to the other side, be smacking koofies all year round. And the Top Shots is a back. We kick ass like Chuck Norris. Out. Love y'all, beloveds. Peace.